Chinese new air-launched hypersonic missile, similar to Russia's Kinzhal. A new air-launched missile, ballistic, or hypersonic. The missile looks very similar to the CM-401, previously known as a truck or ship-launched anti-ship ballistic missile, ASBM. The initial photos show H-6K serial number 11097 with a pair of the new missiles which are presented in inert, on the center pylons under its wings, arriving at the Zhuhai Airport for the Airshow China trade exhibition. In terms of its appearance, the mystery weapon has obvious similarities to the CM-401 ASBM, suggesting it may be an adaptation of this same missile for an air-launched application. Since then, not a huge amount more has become known about the CM-401, although it's thought to have a maximum diameter of approximately 2.8 feet. That puts it in broadly the same class as the Russian Iskander quasi-ballistic missile, which has also been adapted for air launch, as the Kinzhal hypersonic missile. Already, however, there has been some suggestion that the original CM-401 might actually have a much greater range than Kasich claims, potentially even being able to reach targets at up to 600 miles, although this remains unconfirmed. This could be realized, at least to some degree, via a reduction in warhead size that also better fits the ASBM role. Flying to its target, the CM-401 apparently is capable of using a porpoising or skip-glide trajectory in which the warhead abruptly pulls up at least once as it begins the terminal stage of its flight. This makes defense against the weapon more difficult, allows course adjustments, and, potentially, can also further extend its range under some circumstances. Even without the porpoising flight path, the CM-401 is a very tricky target, with the manufacturer claiming a terminal speed of between Mach 4 to 6. Again, with delivery from an aircraft flying at altitude, this figure could also increase. This kind of performance could well put it in the hypersonic class, meaning speeds of Mach 5 and above, a trait shared by many ballistic missiles, including Kinzhal, with its high-speed endgame. The CM-401 was apparently developed to tackle big and fairly slow-moving naval targets like aircraft carriers, as well as other major surface combatants and high-value vessels. Interestingly, the CM-401 has a secondary land attack function, which could also be relevant for an air-launched development of the same weapon. This would provide another similarity with the Kinzhal, which has reportedly been used in combat in Ukraine against fixed installations on land. Bringing another land attack missile to the H-6's inventory could also be attractive for China. The H-6K is primarily armed with up to 6 subsonic air-launched cruise missiles, although there have been persistent reports that the aircraft is also intended as a launch platform for an air-launched hypersonic missile. At this point, we have no confirmation that the missile forms under the H-6K are indeed related to the CM-401. However, the H-6 does seem to be fast becoming a weapon truck of choice for carrying outsized stores like this, as well as high-speed drones. The Chinese are clearly looking at the H-6 in a similar light to how the US Air Force views the B-52. With that in mind, even when the H-20 stealth bomber arrives, the H-6 could still be very useful for launching larger payloads at standoff ranges that also allow these increasingly vulnerable aircraft to stay well away from enemy defenses. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe.